What's up, guys? Welcome to Drake on Digital. Today we're going to talk about Decentr. So what is Decentr? Well, it's trying to be similar to BAT, Basic Attention Token. It's a browser that is on, well, it's similar to Chrome, so it's not on anything. Decentr is a little bit different. They're a web extension, so you can see right here it's called Charon, also aka Decentr. The Charon app is their app that they have. But it's really neat. It's really cool. You can't get it on Chrome or on the Brave browser. You have to get it on Firefox, but who in the world uses Firefox? Anyways, so I figured out how to download it on Brave. So basically you just have to go in, not in a sandbox mode. Basically you go to manage extensions and you're gonna do load unpacked, and then you're gonna upload a document on there or the file that's on there. So you can get the file on their Telegram. I got it directly on their Telegram, where I can send you guys a link if you want. But I mean, you guys probably don't trust me, so that's fine. I'm not gonna send you a link. You guys can get it straight on their Telegram. Just ask for a link for the Chrome extension and you can add it to your Brave browser. And how you do that is you go onto the extensions, you hit the settings, and we'll do manage extensions. And then there's a section that says developer mode. You got to turn that on, and then you can do load unpacked. So it's pretty neat and easy to use. So Decentr, first let's hit on the tokenomics. It's currently got a $29 million market cap. This is what they're comparing it to, Basic Attention Token. This is the main aim that they're going at. You can see it's about an $800 million market cap. So that's kind of what they're going at. Right now they're in testnet, so it's really not a functioning product. So you can't really play around with it much. I mean, you get some test tokens like right here. Like I just tried, for example, buying some green tea or whatnot. I just tried doing it here. Like usually you'll have a pop-up bar right here. You can add it to check out and buy. And then I'm assuming what's going to happen, this is how they explained it in the Telegram, is when you purchase the item, it'll automatically deduct the price. And we'll go into that. Like right now, I only have one PDV compared to the DEC. So I'll explain it more in the video, so stay tuned to it. But basically it should just deduct from the actual price when you go to checkout. So let's go back to the website, explain it a little more. So you guys can open up their white paper, in their technical white paper if you want a lighter read. Or a white paper if you want a lighter read. The technical one's going to get a little more in the nitty gritty. Basically just talks about your data, explains it, and we're going to go into that more into this video as well. But basically they're talking about your personal data that you're using throughout browsing on the web. Basically you'll accrue these, let me show you, the PDV tokens, and they'll reduce the purchase or the price of the purchase when you go to checkout. So what are the advantages of the user data? So this explains the advantages and how it works. Basically it's just saying that when you're checking out or you're going through websites and browsing, you're going to earn these PDV tokens. So if you haven't used the Brave browser, you kind of don't really understand it. But if you're one of the 12 million that already use Brave, well, then you can kind of understand it a little better. So for example, like this month so far, I've earned 5.8 BAT tokens, and that's worth $3. It's just for doing what I normally do. And whenever I see ads, it automatically pays out. I mean, I can't control seeing ads. I mean, you can obviously turn a setting off to turn off all ads, but then you don't get BAT tokens, so who cares? Anyways, so you guys can see this is their architecture, whatever. It'll explain it a little bit, but that's not really important in this aspect of it. It is built on the Cosmos blockchain. They are working to be integrated on their own in the future, but right now they are on Cosmos, and they do have an Oracle. Their Oracle is Chainlink, and they do have a data server, and it's called Aleph. Aleph, we featured that cryptocurrency on our channel. If you guys want to check it out on our website, or not website, but on our YouTube channel, you can check it out, learn about it. Really cool. But guys, so far, if I'm bringing any value to you guys, go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and smash the subscribe button. That way you guys are notified every time we get into some DeFi gems. But this one's really interesting because this is what's interesting right here. $800 million market cap, $30 million market cap. So it's got a lot of room to grow, and these can work together. So you can have Brave and you can have Decentr. Once as soon as they come out with the Chrome and the Brave extension that you can just download it easily instead of having to use like an APK file. Oh man, it's like flying colors right there. I mean, just think about it. Everyone who already uses Brave, I mean, those are the people that want to use these ads. They'll start using it, tell their friends about it, and it'll be crazy. So right now they're in Q1 of 2021, obviously. Right now they are in the testnet. So again, this is testnet. They are not mainnet until Q2 2021. So, which is pretty interesting. They are getting a nice rise, but they have a lot of things on the roadmap, like a standalone browser. So they are going to try to compete with Brave in that aspect. I don't know if they should hit on that, but if it ends up being better than Brave, then maybe it'll have more people migrate. So we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll get the extension and like it better and integrate over to a standalone browser and like it better, but who knows? Built-in VPN, Tor integration. If you don't know what Tor integration is, it's basically like what Monero does for currencies. Like Monero, it's more for privacy, and same thing with Tor. It's more for privacy. It distorts your IP. Yeah, so they are going to be having staking, ERC20 integration. So they have a lot of rollouts coming along, and they do have a couple partners. Holochain is one of them, which is really interesting. Here's some of their team members. I pulled up their Facebook page or LinkedIn pages so you guys can see it. This guy's in IT, pretty smart guy. So really interesting. I like what I'm seeing so far. Not financial advice, is just my opinion of the project. I mean, it's a small market cap. It doesn't seem like it's a fly by night. The founders and the team, they do look like they know what they're doing. You guys can do a little more research on it yourself. You guys can also leave comments below what you guys think about the project. But if you think about BAT, Decentr, $30 million market cap, 800 million. Well, who knows what will happen? So here's some frequently asked questions. We're not really going to go into that, but what's the relationship between PDV and DEC ID? So basically, the PDV is your personal data value. So it's like it's almost like how the dollar represents a value. It's not anything, but someone will take your dollar because they understand they can use it to spend it for a dollar for something else. Hence how it works. So it's almost like the money of the ecosystem, or the privacy or your personal data ecosystem. So this allows you to have your data secured, because it is monetizing your data, so you actually have control over your data in this aspect, which is really interesting. Here's the example we were going to talk about in the white paper, but they kind of hit on it here. So this is how it works. So say, for example, the PDV that you accrue, say you have 1.1 PDV and the DEC is equal to 1. What that means is, well, when you're checking out and you have 1.1 PDV and DEC equals 1, that means you have a 10% increase over it. So there's a 10% difference. So when you're checking out the DEC, or when you're checking out like on Amazon or eBay and it's $1 for, or let's say $10 for the purchase, it's automatically going to be $9 for the purchase because you're going to be reduced 10% on it, which is really interesting. This is theoretically if the DEC token is equal to $1. So obviously it'll be different and it's a different formula for it, but it's best to use a 1-to-1 so you guys can understand it. So $1 equals 1 DEC, and if you have 1.1 PDV, that basically means you're going to be getting 10% off on your purchase. So a lot of people like savings, so everyone loves that. Pretty interesting as well. This is how they talk about how they keep the browsers anonymous. Like, for example, with using Tor. Yeah, I'm sure they use something similar to OXT. If you guys don't know what that is, I also did a video on my channel. Basically, it talks about using other people's internet providing / VPN service. Even though you can use a VPN, but VPNs technically are not decentralized. So those VPNs, they could be free or they could be really cheap. They could still be selling your data to other people. So do keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and go into the tokenomics. So this is the DEC token. They did have a rough start. Like the very initial one, I did not like at all. This was the previous one. You can see basically by June, basically the tokens are just going to be released like crazy. And then you got the team coming in August, and that's usually when some people may look to sell. But they did change it. So is what they have now. It's only going to be at 74 million until June, and then in July, August, September, October, November, December, that's when we'll start seeing some increase in the tokens. But basically from now until June, it's just going to be a set amount. So that's pretty interesting, especially going through this bull market right now. That could set it up for a nice price pump. But not financial advice, just my opinion on what I'm thinking. And then obviously here's the breakdown. You got the team getting 10%, partners and advisors getting another 10, foundation getting 32. So right off the bat, you have about 50% being privately held. That is a little bit bearish to me. But I mean, hey, you take it with a grain of salt because you have a vested period of 3 years. So the tokens are locked up for 6 months, and then it's 1% being released each month. So do keep that in mind. So Foundation's tokens are now locked up for additional 6 months. So tokens extended from 3 years to 18 years. So pretty interesting. So I guess they're kind of saying they basically have the reins on them till 2038, but we'll see what happens. And then the ecosystem reserve, I assume this is maybe, I'd say airdrops, or maybe even things like incentives like for staking and so on. So that's the main gist of the tokenomics. If you guys want to see their roadmap just as an overview, you guys can pause the video, take a look at it. But again, mainnet is coming in Q2, so that's definitely going to be pretty interesting. You guys can see on their GitHub they are somewhat active, not crazy active, but you can kind of see they did just drop the Chrome and Firefox browser extension literally 4 hours ago. So this could be a bullish sign, but we will see what happens. And then you guys can look at the overall chart or the overall platform / dashboard they have. Really neat. I do like how it's clean cut and easy to use. Not a lot of stuff happening at once. It has it a little bit organized, tells your PDV, DEC rate. So it's really interesting. So that's the DEC or Decentr project overview. It is basically trying to be a Brave competitor / addition. So guys, if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We are teaching you about different cryptocurrencies, how to stay ahead of the game and be ahead of the curve. Don't get lost, guys. Let's leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Wisdom one-liner, Proverbs chapter 28, verses 27. Those who give to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to them receive many curses. Don't forget to give, guys. When you give, you get. Keep that in mind. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and without you guys watching, I wouldn't keep doing these videos, but I'm hoping I'm helping you guys. If I am, smash that like button. Go ahead and get started with the triple threat. Go ahead and start with the Celsius account. Here's a referral link where you guys can earn $20 in BTC. Really awesome. Set up a Celsius account, easy to use, and you get crazy interest rates on your Celsius account. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, you name it. The next one in the triple threat is a crypto.com account. Super easy to use, super easy to set up, really easy to buy and sell on it. I don't like how it doesn't have limit orders, but really easy to use. And here's another referral code for 25 bucks in CRO. Here's the referral link, A8GP, you guys can read it. But anyways, guys, a cool place to buy cryptocurrency on the go. Allows you to buy small altcoins, unlike Celsius. Celsius is more so like your bank account. And the third one, this one is a fun one, Voyager. This one is more so where you can buy with limit orders. It doesn't have as many altcoins as crypto.com, but it's really easy to use, easy to set up. And yes, this one does come with a referral link as well, and you'll get $25 in BTC. This is how you can do a limit order. Super easy to use, and they don't charge any trading fees whatsoever. Here's the referral link. You can't copy and paste it, but you can look in the description to copy and paste, and you can put that in and set one up. 25 bucks, free BTC. This is the funnest one though. Lolly, free. There is a referral link to this one too. I've actually won 100,000 sats one time on one of the taps, which is worth like 100 bucks in Bitcoin. So it's crazy. Look, and there's even proof in the wallet. Look at that, daily stack, 101. Guys, set one up. It's really easy to do. Download a Lolly account and just set it up. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video.